Hello everyone, welcome to External Star channel. My name is Marek, as you already know, and today I want to simply compare those two models. So in one hand I'm holding $300 AUTOart. In the second hand I'm holding $180 model from China from unknown brand, and today I will compare them side by side and tell you, is it really worth spending $300 for this AUTOart? Or is it better to buy this one for $180 and enjoy limited details? Maybe some of the details are even better than on this one. But today, really, we are going to explore, is it worth spending so much money for the AUTOart models recently? Watch me today on External Star channel. Okay, so I think before we really go to the comparison of those two models, I think it's also time to really unbox this one, and I will do it right now. Yeah, so taking it out of the box, and you see that this is a nice AUTOart box. And here we have some instructions. So it's saying how to remove the screws, and I would need a screwdriver, and there are 4 screws. Yeah? And there's also this key right here to use for opening the doors. So it's so-called door opening tool. All right, so I think now only time to really take out those screws, and I will use this Phillips screwdriver, which I have. Okay. I think this is how it works. Yeah, it's not that easy. Some of the screws are already on the floor. It's a mess everywhere. Yeah. I really prefer Kyosho where there are no screws. There is just this paper around, and it's so easy. Okay, so here we go. That's the Lexus LS500 made by AUTOart, and let me just gently remove it out and put it here to the next one. So, well, now we have 2 of them, yeah, and I will now put the box aside, including all the screws. I'll put it here and put those 2 vehicles just here and compare them, because this is what this video is all about, to compare those 2 models. Alright, so I think the most important thing now about those 2 models is the weight, because it's so much different, and this is why I have the scale here, which I will just turn on, and I will show you how much difference we have. Okay, so just reset it here. So now it says 0 grams, and I will now put this model on the scale to find out what is the weight. And it's only 797 grams. If I change it to pounds here, it's 28. Or is it pounds? I don't know. That's the British, I don't know what, yeah. I feel now stupid, but I'm not sure if this is pounds. So let's keep it really here in grams. 796 grams, okay, for AUTOart model. And now let me put the second one here. And now guess, is it 1 kilo? Is it more, less? It's 1381. It's almost twice as much. I think it already says something about the quality. Yeah? It already says something. It's so significant, the difference. Yeah, and now I can tell you that when you actually hold this one, it's so much better. It's so much like more valuable, and I don't know, this AUTOart, it's like, I don't know, it's so lightweight, it's like a joke. I don't know how they can charge 300 for that, really. It's so surprising. Yeah, and now, because I want to find a judgment or some final verdict why this is so expensive. And I know already about one thing which I like more on the AUTOart model. Yeah, so it's definitely not weight. Now when I put them side by side, I want to start in the front, and for that purpose I will change the angle of the camera a little bit and show you already quite precisely the difference. Yeah, so just check this out with me. What can you see here? This front grille is not perforated, and this is the number one reason why I also purchased the AUTOart model, which is perforated. Yeah? Such a small detail, but it makes so much. Then I would also say that this frame around is more shiny on the AUTOart model. Yeah, more shiny and compared to this one. Maybe it's because I already had this one for some time, yeah, maybe 3-4 months, so it maybe already got dirty in the meantime. But then again, let me show you this here. Another grille here, and here on the AUTOart. And I think personally that this Chinese replica has a better side grille, which is this one, than this one. Yeah, that's my personal opinion. Okay, so that's actually the front grille. What about the lights? Yeah, now when we check the lights, let me go even a little bit closer and check it now out. So what you can actually see here, it's quite difficult to really focus on that, but yeah, let me one more try. So here on the left one, the details are quite fine. On the AUTOart one, it's also very nice. Yeah, it's very hard to say which one has better lights. In my opinion, a slightly better maybe AUTOart. Yeah, but here we have some other details also fine for me. So this is 1-to-1. The front logo, this is fine on both, and actually there is nothing to do wrong with those. But what I also saw is this gap here, and I will now already shift the camera a little bit upwards. So actually when we see here, the gap between the hood is quite significant. Here it's also quite significant on the AUTOart model, but not that much. Yeah, this is maybe less or about 1 millimeter. Here it's definitely 1 millimeter. It's not, you know, here I really feel ashamed a little bit that it's so, you know, so wide. And let me now open the hood here. Okay, good. It's not holding in the upper position, so I will need to be really careful how to do that. And on the AUTOart, there is no button actually. There is no button to also use here, so I will just use my nail. I know I shouldn't do that there is this specific tool for doing so. Oh, it's really not that cool to do that. But eventually I managed to do that. Okay, so here we go. Let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah, I think this zoom is okay. And now let me compare the engines. I think this is flat here, little bit of gray here, the same here. I think there is not so much difference, yeah, and I personally think that they are both on the same level, exactly the same level. So here, really no difference. So still, the main difference is the front grille. And if you are willing to pay $120 for the perforated front grille, then you'll have it. But also count with that this is a plastic model, this AUTOart one, and it's not so heavy, which I also don't like so much. All right, so let's already see side by side. And there are some surprises, of course, which I will show you now. Good, so first of all, the wheels, they are different. Here we have dark wheels, here we have shiny wheels. I personally prefer those ones, yeah, it looks a little bit better and I really love it. It's my personal taste that I like those shiny wheels, but here they are also not so bad, yeah. And what is another difference is that on this one you can actually fold and unfold the side mirrors. Pretty nice detail, yeah. And here on this AUTOart one, no way. You just cannot do that. Yeah, so a little bit disappointment again. Okay, so now I think here the gaps on the side minimal. Really, it looks great. Yeah. I think I don't see any problems here. It says hybrid here, nice small sticker, and here we have also very nice side details, and I don't find any problems here. Maybe the door handles are a bit better here. It's a little bit better painted in compared to this one, yeah, but it's just again my personal taste. Okay, so now I think it's also time to compare the rear of the cars, and I will do it now. Good. So we have again this one on the left side, and I see here that this Lexus logo is slightly better shape than this one, yeah. It's just very small, tiny detail. And also here, this line, I don't know, I can see a little bit of glue, which is not that nice. I can maybe show you what I mean. You see, under the logo, on this chrome part, I can see reminders of glue somehow. While here, on the AUTOart model, I don't see anything like that, yeah, it's cleaner. Yeah. Also, when we check back the rear lights, I think everything is cleaner here. All the lines, it's a little bit, you know, smaller gaps. Also this Lexus logo here, for example, you see that there are some smaller like inconsistencies. It's not in line everywhere, and here again you see a little bit of something. Yeah, small details, but they all count. Also here you see that it's not in line, this one here, yeah. So that's the difference between the quality control in AUTOart. So even if they now produce plastic models, for example, this is not happening here, yeah. So when we go back to AUTOart, it's nicely in line, yeah. One line here on AUTOart. Other than that, I can also say that here again, this ventilator or whatever it is, it's not perforated the same here, but here I can see better the texture, so it's a bit better, I think, here on this one. Here the texture is so flat, it's barely visible. Yeah, so now let me also open the trunk to show you what is actually inside. Oh, quite difficult to open here. Quite easy to open here, and you already see that the difference is that on this one it can go all the way up. Here I think this is the maximum, yeah? So I don't want to lift it up more because I could easily break it. But inside, okay, here is carpeting. On the AUTOart model, there is carpeting and it's a little bit deeper, while here it's only plastic, flat, but there is something here and you can actually lift. Can you somehow lift it? No. Yeah. So let me show you all the details that are here, and hopefully you can somehow see it when I zoom in. So the repair kit, everything is there, and here on this AUTOart there's only the carpet and no details, yeah? So which in my opinion I prefer when you have this option to, and there is a magnet, so it was really easy to put it back in the right position, yeah? So here maybe, I don't know if you prefer carpet or if you prefer some openable parts and repair kit. I personally maybe prefer the repair kit. Okay, so now it's time to open the door and finally see the interior. So how to best show you the difference here. Okay, so I have two models now here, and maybe let me start with the view here. I can make it a little bit closer. Let's come closer. Okay, so this is now the interior of the non-branded one, and sometimes I have doubts if this is Kyosho or not. Yeah, I really don't know, and it's done very nicely. What I like here is this instruction. I like the brown color. Here the steering wheel, all the details, I think very nice. When you check the door, there is a nice texture. Let me now zoom in. Here there is a nice texture. Steering wheel also fine. So I mean the interior is quite okay. When we go to the back, also very luxury with the screens, and actually here we have carpeting inside, very nice color, this purple or a dark brown. And now it's time to check the AUTOart. Oh, it's okay. So the same procedure. Here we have the interior, which is black. There is no instruction here. The safety instruction, which was there, is not here. Then I like the seats, but overall maybe the Chinese one, and I don't know how to call it, the Chinese one or maybe the non-original one or the non-AUTOart one, is winning sometimes. And maybe the interior is also where it will win over this AUTOart. Let me check the back. There are no screens on the front seats, yeah, unfortunately. Everything is black and not that visible. Maybe here the texture, and yeah, let me also zoom in a little bit to show you all those details. And maybe you make your own judgment here. And I also try to zoom here on the door. Yeah, so really make your own judgment. And here again, back to this one. So my personal preference would be actually this one. Yeah, it's the interior is slightly better. You have more details, more colors. Maybe also the steering wheel is a little bit better in compared to here. Yeah, so that's my feeling, guys. So maybe you tell me as well which one you prefer. Then you have the gas door, which you cannot open on AUTOart, and the same here on this one, you cannot open it. Good. Then let's take the angle back here and check also the roof. So actually here You have a sunroof, the same you have here, but there is one difference, because here you can open it. Yeah, you can open it like this, which is quite nice feature. This feature is, however, not available on the AUTOart model. So again, I don't know, it's very, very, very difficult to judge which one is actually better. And I don't know, maybe you help me in the comments. And unfortunately there is no voting anymore in YouTube videos available, but before I make my statements, let me also tell you one more thing. And this is actually that this car is a little bit higher. Yeah, so the suspension here, is it working? It is. There is a working suspension. The car is overall higher, so you see there is more space here. This one is positioned a little bit lower, and there is no suspension. Yeah, so again, this one is the winner. And what I don't know, I don't want to make any judgments, but I personally would pick this one. And the only thing that I would borrow from AUTOart model would be the front grille, and here the gap could be a little bit smaller. Yeah, so if you want to save money and have a better model in your collection, then go for this one. And what maybe I could do, and I don't know if this is achievable, to somehow take the front grille from AUTOart and put it here, and then you have the ultimate Lexus, which is better than any else on the market. Yeah, but then you would have this one with a big hole here, and you would actually have a $300 models with a hole here just to have this one perfect. Yeah, and I don't know if this is a good approach or not. I'm just saying that if I would be very handy and if I would be able to do that, I would consider really to remove this non-perforated front grille, put there this one from AUTOart, and then this model would be the #1 winner. And really, for you collectors who prefer weighty, heavy models, then this is the one to go. If you think that this one will somehow store value over time, which is probably why people are buying AUTOart models, because they think one day it will be even more expensive, then you go for this one. But my opinion is I will perhaps keep both of them. And I will watch this one from side or from behind, and this one from the front. Yeah, because the front is slightly better on this one. Anything else is better on this one. That's my opinion. But again, tell me in the comments what you think and which one would you prefer. And now there is one suggestion. If you disregard the price completely, and if you disregard the brand completely, so you would not know which one is AUTOart or whatever, just by seeing those two models, which one would you buy? Please tell me in the comments, because I'm so curious. Maybe I will not keep both in the end, maybe only one, and your recommendation will really help me to decide. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped you to decide if to buy this 300 Lexus LS or not. Now only time for the final rating. Actually, no. I will only give you this comparison table. Yeah, so check the table and see you next time. Bye-bye.